right. Everybody, my name is Ayo. You're welcome to the Deep Funding Town Hall 56. And it's an amazing journey so far. And as is our practice, we gather at the town hall to share information, keep ourselves updated, get to know one another, and then also get to be abreast with developments with deep funding. So we have quite some interesting things on the agenda today. We have update from the BGI, and then we also have milestones update from NetConf, project Buildathon East Asia. So Priscilla, please, you could share your screen now, and then I will just go right away. I have Priscilla and Miriam helping to code today, so it should be interesting. Okay, yeah, thank you. So you're welcome to Deep Funding Town Hall 56. At Deep Funding, we do amazing things with AI. Our goal, Priscilla, you can move forward. I mean, you don't have to stay here. All right. Yeah, thank you very much. So usually at the beginning, we try to intimate everyone about Deep Funding, especially if you are joining for the first time, so you know what we are all about. And like I said today, we will have Lilo and Eli present update on the BGI Nexus round. And then we have NatConf talk about the SNET Buildathon for East Asia. So let's go right to it. What is Deep Funding? Deep Funding is the platform where you can get funding and grants. Priscilla, please move forward. For AI that is beneficial to humanity, and as long as these initiatives align with Singularity mission, we are here for you. And you may wonder what is Singularity's next mission. It's basically to create democratic, decentralized, beneficial AGI. We like openness. We really, really like creativity. We like people collaborate. And one of our core values is kindness. And you can always feel that in our community. There's a lot of respect, a lot of cordiality, and then a lot of encouragement and, spurring people on to do amazing things. We are even willing to experiment with ideas. So it's a very good place to be. If you are joining us for the first time or you're watching this online, you can always find deepfunding.ai, or you can also always find community.deepfunding.ai, and you can check SingularityNET.io, and then you can get more information about who we are and what you do and how you can be part of this community. And but there are several ways to be part of the funding, and you could want to propose ideas. You could want to, Priscilla, please move forward. Just move forward, all right? You could want to propose initiatives, projects. Basically means that you have a team, or you want to be here and then get a team of people and then have this particular AI idea that solves real life problems, right? And you could also say, well, I'm not a developer, but I would like to support projects. So you can do this by voting, holding tokens, and then voting, and then saying, I like this project. I would like to see this project funded. If you do any of the two above, that'd be wonderful. But if you do not, you can always review. You can say, well, I have some expertise. I would like to help the process where the proposals that are funded in deep funding are quality proposals. And so reviewing helps us achieve that. And when we do all of those three and we come to events like this, we get to discuss. We get to talk about these things. We get to share ideas. We get to get feedback sometimes. You don't see things until you have started doing them. So sometimes project proposals, project teams come on town hall and they share what they've done so far. And then we get as a community to say, oh, wow, this is amazing. Oh, have you thought about this kind of idea, about this kind of thing? And then we all, brainstorm, and then we put all of our beautiful heads together and we get amazing things. But Deep Funding, as an organization, is a big organization that runs on multiple engines, and this is what we call circles. People who volunteer to do even, beyond those four things listed above, operations, onboarding people, planning events such as this, marketing, making sure that deep funding, the gospel of deep funding is all over the place. And then whether you would like to be proposed or would like to vote, we look forward to when you like to join deep funding in any of this capacity. If you visit community.deepfunding.ai, you will be able to apply across board for roles that suit your skills or roles that suit where you see yourself. All right. So once again, you are welcome to Deep Funding Tower 56. I hope that you will enjoy yourself today, get to meet people, and get to see wonderful things that we have in place for you. All right. So thank you so much. So before I see Lilo in the room. So before I call Lilo, Jan, Rafael, would you like to say any few words? Or would anybody like to say anything? All right, I'm sure that was unintentional. Jan, would you like to say anything before Lilo comes on?
Actually, I don't have anything to say right now, not because there's nothing going on. There are a lot of things going on, both in SingularityNET and Deep Funding. Actually, mind-blowingly, many things are going on. But yeah, it's not the right time. And yeah, maybe one thing, we have deployed the ideation flow to live. It's just not accessible to everybody yet. We plan to have that opened with a kind of soft launch tomorrow. So if you're interested, go there, and if you have any feedback, let us know, and we'll make some updates. And then in a while, if we are fully confident about it, we'll dial up the publicity around that as well. Right now, I think all eyes are still towards the BGI round, and also a lot of effort that is being done internally, also by a wonderful expert review team with a lot of people enthusiastic to help reviewing these proposals. So yeah, I think even though I might not have any special notifications, it's a very busy time for deep funding and very positive. But maybe Rafael wants to add something to that because he's much better aligned with that than I am.
Okay, Rafael.
Yes, absolutely. As Jan, it's not happening a lot of things, which is, but I guess for today we have NerdConf and also BGI, and I'm going to my part will come after or with BGI with the review process that we are going through. Okay, though I would like to make a remark here and inform for the community. I know many of you applied for many roles that we have in our community portal, as for the marketing circle, review circle, and other. And as we are with a lot of processes ongoing, we are not being able to answer or give you a proper feedback. But believe us that within the time, we are going to reach out to you with a response to your application. Okay, it's just because we have plenty now happening, but we received, if you applied, we received your application, and we are going to contact you soon.
All right. Thank you, Rafael. Just because you mentioned reviewers, I was having a brief conversation with Paulo earlier this evening, and I'm aware that there will be a couple of reviewers who are joining us for the very first time. So if you are a reviewer and you just joined the funding community, at some point we'd like you to say a few words, but you can also respond with some thumbs up So we know that you're here. I promise to welcome you specially. So this is the beginning of that welcome. Right? So I just need to know that you're here, and then I can welcome you, right? All right. So yeah, thank you so much, Lilo. I think you can have the floor now.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Lilu Rose, and I'm here joined with my wonderful colleague Haley. We are two of the Nexus Noodles or BGI Nexus team members. And yeah, so I guess I'll just start. Maybe some of you don't quite know what the BGI Nexus is, so I'll just do a little intro. Nexus, the BGI Nexus is we're like building a community that fosters discussion and drives insights, as well as pulls together resource sharing for the development of beneficial AI, AGI impact, and just other impactful technology missions. So our goal is to empower everyone to contribute to AI in the social good, especially in the social good area, which is like the ethics, the governance, and the resources that are going towards it. And yeah, just aiming to gather human values on all of it so we have a really good trajectory in terms of responsible AI development. So we have now this amazing BGI Nexus deep funding round. Haley, would you like to pick up and kind of talk more about this for us?
I can if you would like, but you're doing a beautiful job. BGI Nexus, we're so proud to launch. The idea behind BGI Nexus is building BGI. And so this round is the first start towards that. And it's especially exciting. We're 1 year past the first BGI conference, where just brilliant minds from around the world came together live and virtually to look at how can we steer the future of artificial intelligence and artificial general intelligence in beneficial direction for humanity, for the planet, and not just kind of more of the same, where much of technology has been directed at extracting value from humanity and not doing great things for the planets. How can we do something genuinely different with this new opportunity with AI? This first funding round is making good on the promise of BGI, building, accelerating the development, the building, the launching, the integration of beneficial AI systems with right now with the technologies that we have. So we're partway through the process. We've had 91 proposals come in, submitted by the end of the proposal date, and a couple that missed that date barely, but are amazing projects we can't wait to see next time. Both reviewer processes have actually kicked off now, so we're mostly through, 3/4 of the way through our community review process. We're getting some really great, thoughtful feedback from our volunteers who are looking over these proposals. We actually have a need for a couple more proposal reviewers. We have a couple teams where the folks who applied didn't respond and join Mattermost and review proposals and leave assessments. So if anybody's interested, we'll put the email address in the chat, but bginexus@singularitynet.io. If you're interested in joining as a reviewer, it is a volunteer position. There's no compensation other than the reward that you are contributing to BGI and helping the community understand the beneficial projects that are out there, what are the highest quality, best projects that our voters need to be able to see and vote for, and then your community reviewer rating will be published on the website anonymously and also feed into the award determination voting mechanism as well. So we're looking for a couple more to join and help us tie up all of that. But the proposals have already started going through the technical review process as well to verify technical feasibility and team capability to build these AI solutions. It would be wonderful if somebody wants to build a teleporter or replicator that can end world hunger, but it's not technically feasible. So we rely on the deep fund teams to verify that a project can be built, with current technologies, even if it's using them in hopefully innovative and new ways. I think the tech review team is about actually halfway through the proposals and intends to have them all reviewed sometime next week. We'll go into an appeals process for any proposal that wants to describe why their proposal is feasible, and their team is credentialed or capable of building it. And then we go into the excitement of Proposal Awareness Week, where we will intrude once again on deep funding and look to your support and help in amplifying the proposals that are found to be eligible and letting these teams in some form or fashion present and speak for themselves to tell us why their projects are so important, needed in the world, impactful, innovative, and driving forward the vision of BGI. And then after that, the most exciting part, voting. We're looking to have hopefully massive voter turnout to determine the proposals that will be grant funded. And then we want to, not everybody can build beneficial AI. Not everybody has an idea for a beneficial AI project, but everybody can vote. So that can be a contribution that everybody can make. And so we're looking to really pull in eyes, helping us determine the very best projects that we can be building right now to build that dream. And then the top representatives from top teams will come out to the BGI event in May. If anybody's not seen that yet, BGISummit.io talks about all the details we have from the amazing keynote speakers that we'll have again this year. It'll be live and virtual, so anyone can join even if they can't travel to the live event. I think that's the rundown there. The process is going amazing. You all have made it so smooth. Thank you to Deep Funding team, and then all of the marketing and Deep Funding circles, technical review circles, who are providing amazing support and making it so that 3 of us can run a $500,000 round to build something very worthwhile. So again, if anybody's interested in joining as a volunteer reviewer, email us. Lulu put thank you very much, Lulu, the email address in the chat. And we look forward to and appreciate are grateful for everyone's participation.
Super grateful. Thank you so much for everybody that has put so much effort into this, especially Rafael. You put so much effort into helping us along the way. All of the deep individuals, you guys are doing amazing. Thank you for everything.
No, yeah, actually, thank you for giving us this opportunity to explore this new format of funding in our ecosystem, which is amazing because we always wanted to do, or at least we had plans to have partnerships with third parties, but not necessarily having the path to it. And when you appeared with this amazing and beautiful idea of putting BGI forward, we jumped in immediately because it would attend our purpose as having artificial intelligence for beneficial purpose, but also given the fact that we would, it's putting together the hunger and the food, right? So indeed, it's a fact that we wanted to do, and it was also important in the overall process. And we are learning. It's a learning process for us as well, like yourselves. So around numbers, we never knew, or at the beginning, how many proposals would be submitted. And we had an amazing 91 proposals being submitted. So yes, congratulations to all the teams, the marketing effort, but also the effort from the community that were keen and supportive into that. So the least that we can do now is to perform well and give a reasonable result, or at least a desirable result, to all the effort that you put as well. And for that, we, on the deep funding side, we put it together a team of 30 expert reviewers. These expert reviewers were selected from a very thorough process, where the process began, on the ideation of this began last year, a few months ago, during the work group for changes in round 5, where the members in this work group that were discussing, members from the community that were discussing the changes for the round 5, as one of our goals was to detect the main drives for new rounds, and the quality in the assessments was the first one. So we ideate about it and discovered or found that the best way to approach was to have a certain profile of expert reviewers doing this process, which is going to rely on academic professors and reviewers that are used to do peer reviews in articles and etc. Because it's a very similar process, even though it's different. Basically everything that we do in SNET and Deep Funding is different, right? And sometimes even experimental. And then we started this process there. Then BGI came and we said, okay, that's the perfect moment then for us to implement this new format where we have. So given that fact, we worked a lot and hardly, especially here with the team, Paulo, Mahdi, also Sophia, Slate. They were working really hard to get together these members. And now, as Haley mentioned, we have from a total of expected 273 reviews, we already have 42 technical reviews. And the results are really good. We are improving the reports that are going to be delivered to the teams, and these reports will give a lot of input and insights for the teams in a way that they can, if, for instance, they are rejected, they can improve for the next round, right? That's the idea. We don't want to have submitters or proposers that take that and say, okay, let's go to the next one or another grant. No, we want to improve your approach, your performance through the process itself until you are successful, if not the case at the beginning, right? So next week, potentially, we are going to start delivering these reports. Some of the teams are going to be invited to interviews from the technical experts for them to have a better understanding, but not only to have a better understanding, but also to check if the team is capable of delivering that. By the way, Haley, I love it, the idea that you gave now. Let's pursue that, okay? Best solution ever. Hopefully it's not unfeasible, but yeah. So yeah, if the idea seems good, but it's still, is it possible or not? Let's hear better. Or if we are not sure that the team is able to deliver that solution itself, we are going to also invite the teams to interview. It's going to be live and recorded. And we are going to also deliver an assessment and about the why it was approved or not. Okay. A small change from the initial plan, which was for better. Initially, given the fact that we didn't know how many proposals we would have, we planned to have one reviewer reviewing each proposal, and then having an appeal process, and then other two reviewers will jump in and assess that appeal and the proposal itself. But now, given the numbers that we have, we are putting each proposal will be reviewed already for 3 reviewers, 3 expert reviewers in such domains. We have 6 domains, and those that made the proposal knows about. So it's going to be even more thorough in this process, right? And afterwards, we are going to have, when ending, we are going to deliver the final assessment, rejected or approved, to each team with these specifications that I mentioned. And we are going to jump into the awareness week, which is the week where proposers can pitch their ideas. We are going together with BGI team promote this week and do a lot of marketing initiatives for you to rely on, and being able to spread the word of your proposal and invite more and more voters in the final week, which is the one after the awareness week. Okay, so yeah, on the funding side, that's it. I would like very much to thank all the expert reviewers, also the BGI reviewers that are doing their work now on a volunteer base, and here to hear from you as well, feedbacks or anything that's going is likely different than you expected, for us to also discuss.
All right. Thank you, Lilo. Thank you, Eli, and thank you, Rafael. That came together very, very wonderfully. I have a couple of questions. I imagine that other people also have questions. Please, if you have questions, please, you can drop it in the chat. You can raise your hands. I mean, this is the whole idea for us all to understand what we are doing, exchange ideas, make sure that we are all on the same page. Now, so I'm thinking that there's an email in the chat. So if you want to be a reviewer, please send a mail. But I also thought to ask, are there any particular requirements? Are there any type of skill set or experience? Yeah.
You must have a passion for BGI. We're looking at experts from all over the world. We want to really bring in a diversity of viewpoints, passions, expertise, perspectives to look at these. So there's no threshold. We have global thought leaders participating, and then we have Deep Fund community members participating. This is all, everybody can apply here. I know that there's a certain that there's some people that didn't apply because they felt they weren't expertise enough. But if you're a human and you care about the future of AI, we need your perspective. We need your input. We need your very human heart on these proposals. So yes, please, if you are interested in contributing, this is just an amazing space to contribute. If you have the time and are willing to really deeply read into and understand these proposals and just provide what you see on it, that's the expertise that we really need, this care and consideration. So yes, if you're interested in contributing, please get a hold of us.
All right. Thank you, Eli. Before I go to my next question, something you said just kind of resonated with me because I remember running some interviews for BGI, interviewing people about their experience with AI, if they've been applying AI, and what it's been for them, and that has shown me firsthand, which I'm telling everyone now, that BGI is very, very, very passionate about the future of AI. And if you really like that, this is something that you will be able to join hands-on. I see Seb's hands up, so I'll just keep my second question and then ask later. Seb, please go ahead.
Thank you, Ayo. Hello, everybody. I'll introduce myself. I'm Seb. We got a grant for creating a data set in the from natural language to meta. I just wanted to ask a couple of questions concerning the practicalities, because a couple of weeks ago already, I've got notified that we got awarded the grant, and I've been building up the team and setting the first steps. But it was a little bit unclear for me, especially from a communication standpoint. First of all, what the workflow is in terms of how these deliverables should be presented and to whom. So I have a pretty clear vision of what we can do and what we're going to build and put on the table. But it's just been a little bit unclear for me and messy in terms of where the touch points are and how we can communicate about these things. Because, for example, I'm on Mattermost. I didn't hear about this meeting and the last one until the last moment. And so the last time the town hall occurred, it was very hard for me to attend because I had other pressing things to attend. So I couldn't make the change.
All right. I see. Thank you, Rafael wants to speak to it. Rafael, please go ahead.
Yeah. Seb, thank you very much. And first of all, congratulations on your award. Okay, for the meta. Just to confirm, we are talking about the RFP, right? That you were
Yeah,
granted.
indeed.
Yeah. So to give an overview here, Deep Funding as a program has different formats of funding. One of the formats is the regular rounds, which you have around two per year. We are now also opening this stream of rounds, is slightly different from the regular ones where we have this partner in us. And we also have the RFPs where, as a request for proposal, we had SingularityNET creating these requests where your team were selected. Okay, so it's a different process from this one here. The town hall, which is the meeting that we are attending now, it's a generic or general meeting for the community where we discuss topics as this one. We have topics to be discussed. So don't feel jittered because you weren't directly involved to this meeting here. It's an open meeting where I discuss a lot of things, okay? Regarding the process where you are coming from. So as I understood, you are already in Mattermost, right?
Yeah.
Potentially, you are also in the channel for awarded teams, if I'm
Mhm.
not mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay, so great. There, if you could please tag me, Rafael Presa, I can deliver to you the link with the instructions on how you should, what you should do in order to deliver your deliverable to be assessed by our reviewers, the same reviewers that I mentioned before, but for a different process. They are going to review your deliverable, which is attached or linked to the milestones that you created on your proposal. Okay, that's the frame. But I'm glad that you reached out, you raised this concern, because potentially this also might be a lack of communication on our side that has to be analyzed and checked on how we can improve this to RFP awarded teams, okay? But I'm going to also open here for the father of the RFPs, which is Ian, and perhaps he would like to give more feedback or insight about and complement.
Now, first of all, the father of these AGI RFPs have multiple fathers, but the real father, well, of course, all our father is Ben, the father of us all. And then there's Matt, and then there's Keller, and the rest of the team who created these RFPs, and I have not too much to do with that. I'm just a simple facilitator of the process. So yeah, RFP is a separate thing. We're very happy with it. We were extremely happy with the high quality of proposals coming in. So the fact that you won says something here. The only thing I would like to add, so yeah, we have this milestone-based thing, and then Rafael will tell you the instructions, and then that should be clear pretty soon. The only thing I can add to this is normally we would send out rather quickly a contract for you to sign, just to have things formalized. The fact that that takes a little bit longer is probably my fault. Well, not entirely my fault. There was one colleague of yours, another proposer, who had some special request, and I thought that would make some sense, but that turned into a larger change than I anticipated. So we're working on a new version, an improved version of the contract, which will be sent out. That shouldn't stop you. You can start, and if you have a milestone, you can already deliver it. And I even think we will just, if you have delivered a milestone and it is approved, we'll just pay it out whether there's a contract or not. So there should be really nothing in your way to get started.
Okay, thanks. That was my main question, because for my particular case in the milestones, the first one has a lot to do with setting up the frameworks and assembling the team and formalizing the way forward. But after that, I'm gonna have to invest a little bit of resources as well in order to get people on board for classifying these, and then have to make promises. So then I just wanted a little bit of security, I suppose, or a little bit of clarity on that. But it seems like everything is in order. So then I will just keep going and communicate with Rafael about the presentation of these milestones.
Yeah, what is
All right.
important to realize is that the process works like you offer a milestone deliverable, we approve it, and then we pay it. So you're being paid after the work, basically.
Yeah, I understand it. Okay, thank you. That's I think that's all I wanted to ask for now. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, Rafael.
Yeah. So the step I changed a little bit what I mentioned it to you, given the fact that everybody here from the community, it's open to anyone to learn the process, and also if we have other submitters or proposers here, I put it in the chat, the link to our Deep Funding manual, where it will take you through the processes, including the contract and etc. It expands it all, okay, the whole process until the end. We have a slightly different process here because it is for the round, but you will be able to check and understand what's going on. No problem at all, okay? So contract and milestone deliverables and payments, how to create your wallet in case you don't come from Web3 background and landscape, and how to receive your tokens and etc. Okay. Also, if you go through the Deep Funding, and please community, go there, check, see. It also will explain you how to exchange the GIX that you are receiving into your fiat and etc. So it's interesting to take a look.
All right. Thank you, Rafael. Thank you, Jan. NatConf, Harley is pressed for time because she has another event on the hour. Ordinarily, I would like to ask some questions to Eli. But hopefully, after Nat's presentation, I'll still come back to the questions. And when Rafael said Jan was the father of RFPs, I think it was because, Rafael said about Jan, I think it was because Rafael reserved the other positions as grandfather, great-grandfathers, and so on. So, so Jan, you can take the father. All right, so Ali, are you there? We can have you now. Please
Yes.
have your questions. Oh, good. Please go ahead.
I was doing my makeup, so that was I had the camera turned off. Hello, everyone. Big announcement. We are back in Argentina, so we will be joining the town halls more because we are in a good time zone right now. Also, as Ayo might have told already, and as you have read in the message that was sent to the group, we concluded the project that we submitted to the grant round number 4, which is really nice, a really big accomplishment. We were this close to finish it like 1 month ago, but between the Christmas, traveling, the crypto crash, we had some things we needed to do and didn't have the time, but altogether we had the time, and I'm really proud to show you today what we have done. So let's go to share screen. You can see my Google Drive right now, right? Nice. Okay, so I would like to show you the final milestone that I think resembles and transmits how the event was. If you want to check the process of how we ended up in this milestone, you can do so by going to deepfunding.ai/NERConf. That's our proposal. For this final milestone, we had to show how the event we did, the SNET Buildathon, at DevCon. How did it go? A little context for people that never heard of DevCon. DevCon is the Lollapalooza of Web2, let's say. It's like a really big event. It lasts 4 days. And what's interesting is that around DevCon, there were 900 plus side events. We were the last one of the 900 side events, which meant that we had a lot of competition. Throughout the days prior to the event, we had attended a lot of events, like plus 40 events, and some of them didn't even have 20, 30 people in a big venue with a big catering. So we were really preoccupied. Like, are people really going to connect with the fact that they have to make up a new idea in 2 days after so much events and so on? Hopefully, it turned out better than expected. Let me show you. So deliverables for this milestone were, first of all, a follow-up workshop after the event, then analyzing the participant feedback, then audiovisual content, capturing what happened at the event, shared on our social media. Also, the prize to the winners, and a documentary we did in my channel, which is already uploaded, and you can go watch it right now. First of all, I did some recollecting of analytics from what we posted. We posted on our social media prior to the event what we were going to do. We had more than 150 reach organically and not organically, which means ads. Also, which is really cool, is that we had many influencers from Thailand and India spread in the world. So we got to not only get to the NerdConf audience and the paid media campaign, but also organically we reached 50,000 people of that area. Note that the people that share all this, that you can go check out after, is all from Southeast Asia, which was really good because we had an impact even more. Like, if some people saw the advertising on Instagram, but then they saw it on a influencer they follow, it was going to have double impact, and that was really nice. More insights about the campaign and how much we spent. This is 2 of the 4 we run. The thing is that we had some inconvenience with the Facebook account we were running the ads in. So the person that had the other analytics from the static ad campaign never sent me the screenshots, but I'm guessing that we had like 50,000 more reach with that campaign, with the not a visual campaign, so the more graphic one. Then we did alliances with universities in the tech industry, but also in from careers that were related to the tech industry. So we had 6 universities allies, and as some universities were a little far away, we paid them to get to the event with buses. So it was really nice. From this movement we did with the universities, we had around 40 students coming and 10 interns that were doing an internship in the university, which was really nice because we had a lot of Thai attendance. And in a way, we always like that. Okay, so that's how was the event? Amazing. So we did the registration site on Luma, as it was easier for everyone to find it. We put it out in Crypto Nomads, which was a really hot site for people to see what was happening at DevCon, and also in the DevCon calendar. So we had even more reach and more people could come. 1 second that I have to write. So we had over 400 registrations, which was kind of low, and we were scared that no one would show up. But to our surprise, we had more than 200 attendees with the 2 days. The first day, actually, we had the table set up for 120 people, which was the expected amount we were having in our minds. But we ended up having 160 people only the first day. These people were mostly Indian and Thai, which was really nice because it's like very focused on Southeast Asia, and a little bit of Latinos and a little bit of people from Europe. And what is really interesting is that we have 46 ideas created between those 2 days. And the last day, so the second day, on the pitch session, in the pitch competition, we had these 46 ideas being pitched. So around 1 hour and a half of pitches, which was really nice. If you want to see the pitches and the ideas that were created, you can do so because we recorded it. Not with the best audio because we didn't think about shutting it, but I thought that it's really nice to have this. You can watch them if you go to the milestone. I leave the link with the photos album that has all the pitches and all the people that pitch, in case you want to check it out. We had ideas, very like small ideas from some students regarding, okay, applying AI for skincare routines, like how can we make the skincare routine better with AI? And they created a product based on that. And then we had other ideas like AI Tinder, but for professionals, which we thought it was really nice. Actually, one of the winners was the person that pitched this idea. Another idea that was pitched was by Rob Freeman, that he's actually around the community sometimes. He was another winner. He told to the audience how to make AI flow and dynamics different. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's really good. Tommy is like the one that got it the most and knows how to explain it. But from my point of view, was really nice. So some ideas are really worth seeing and hearing. A lot of people were really enthusiastic about submitting these ideas into Deep Funding. So hopefully we had some of these 46 projects being submitted in the next round. We also, this is a picture taken at the event, actually. Look how many people we were here. You can review all the pictures that we took and the after movie in these links that I share here, because we obviously took HD material of everything, and the after movie is really nice. Of course, we shared it on social media, as I say. Then we did the workshop after. We had, let me see, more than 30 attendees, and I think that around 50 registrations, which was really nice. The workshop was done in English and Thai. Like we have the slides of the presentation in English and in Thai, because some of the students didn't really speak English, which I find really nice that they can join us and understand what we were talking about. Here are some pictures of how the event how the workshop went. Obviously, we talked about the Deep Funding mission and vision, and that people should join the Telegram group. When we did this across the days, some people joined. Another picture. Then also we did the documentary on my channel. Regarding views, it's not going really well, but I'm gonna push it most likely through Instagram or TikTok. this week, so we can reach 2 more people. It's really nice. It shows all the things we done from scratching the idea to present it, to the voting, and to the execution. So you can see it all. In case you don't like to read, you can watch a documentary. And that was it. And then if you want to see the receipts for everything, the prize sent to the winners, the receipts from the ads, the receipts from all that we paid, you can go check the link in the drive folder that's in the review of the milestone. And that is it. A little word after I finish. We really enjoyed this. It was a really nice experience. It helped NerdConf reach a goal that seemed really farther away. And thanks to the funding, we got to do something that was crazy and really ambitious. I think it turned out really, really great. For the time being, with 900 other events around, I think 200 people coming was super good. And that 50% of these people were from Thailand is even better. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ali. That was a very nice presentation. And let me just say that I remember your spotlight day when you came to pitch, and it was now. I feel really happy that, I mean, I saw it when you were pitching at the beginning, and then I'm also witnessing it while you are delivering on the roundup. That was pretty very, very amazing. Thank you so much. Anybody wants to say anything? I have a little question, right? So 46 ideas in 2 days, very lovely. The attendance, very, very wonderful. And I know that you also mentioned that there was a workshop afterwards. And imagine that the reason for the workshop is to push, the ideas further, right? So I just wanted to ask if you have some type of maybe mentorship program or some guidance program for these teams or for these people who came up with these ideas. Or what's the general plan? This was a beautiful short term. What are you looking at long term for them?
So what's the question again? I didn't really. I think it got a little.
Oh yeah, so you had 46 ideas in 2 days, and then you had a workshop after that, right? And so that was very beautiful short-term achievement. So I'm asking, what are your plans long-term? How do you link them to the funding, the rounds? What are you looking at?
Nice. So I think that regarding the ideas that were submitted, what we are going to do is spread through the database when the next round shows up, all the information and also some tips so people can submit. From what I understand, some of them were really, really enthusiastic about it. In the workshop, we didn't do a follow-up per se of the ideas. It was more around how to apply to the funding. So we showed the whole process and how simple and easy it is. So people, just because on the event, we told everyone how easy it was and we showed them, but obviously in a really short time, because our presentation on the event, NerdConf did a presentation. It was about how to pitch, because we'd rather have good pitches and good presentations than, I don't know, take time to talk about something that we were going to discuss afterwards. So I would say that the plan for this following round would be to reach these people and tell them that this is going on. One thing that in the RFPs community hubs, 2 people from Asia, submitted to do the community hubs there, one in Thailand and one in India. So as far as I know, already 2 people were engaged, and I would like to see how many are engaged in the next grand round, which I'm really, really curious about. Obviously, we'll do the follow-up on email on the database and tell everyone about it again. I don't know if that answers the question, but
You did.
That's a plan of action.
Yeah, you did. Thank you very much, Ali. I think another opportunity here is to there's going to be a single sign-on feature on the websites, which means that when people are introduced to the funding and they sign up, we are able to have some database access so that they are constantly in the loop. And of course, you're doing a very wonderful job, and then I must commend you. Thank you so much. That was a very lovely presentation. So, anybody, any question for Ali? I mean, she went and
Ayo.
yeah, please go ahead.
Rafael is raising his hand.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't see the hand. So,
Yeah,
Rafael, please.
I think Ayo, you might be in the page 2 of the Zoom and you didn't see my hand. Yeah, now we have plenty of pages, right? With this amount of people joining. Amazing. So yeah, Ali, I already congratulated you before. You and Tom, you did a really, really good job. It's amazing to see where we get. I'm looking forward to seeing the numbers that you are bringing as deliverables, which is very important. We talked about to check the numbers of proposers. Love it to know that at least 2 of the 40 proposals that we received in community hubs came from this initiative. And most important is because it passed a lot of months from the Bangkok event and the announcement and launch of the RFPs. That means that people stood in contact and following Deep Funding, which is one of the goals of such a work and project as you delivered. So yeah, congratulations on that. Again, would love to see the rest of the numbers in proposals and how they put it submitted. One thing here is you can, I'm sorry guys, my voice is fading away, but you please reach out to Ubio from Developers Outreach Circle, talk to him how we can onboard or bring these 46 ideas, right, into our reality of Deep Funding, given the fact that process and etc., and then they can be aligned with that. So it's a very good strategy that we can support the project that you worked and not let it go. And lastly, I am missing the video that you created for the event. So put here for people to see the energy of that that day and the work that you did. If you can share, it would be amazing. I think it's less than a minute video, right? If you can share with everyone that's here to watch your really beautiful work, would be great.
Nice. 2 things. First of all, if you go to my YouTube channel, you can see the video that we published.
I'm not sure we are going to be able to hear. Perhaps if you share with Ayo the link.
Yeah, no, don't worry. You didn't hear anything of the other video?
No,
well, at least
Okay, let me just share entonces this one. I think that if I do this, you can all see. You can listen now, yeah?
Yes.
It was a super fun experience. Super fun. We loved it, and all the nerds I think loved it too. So I think you can see it on the videos.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was quite good. That was quite good. I mean, like Rafael said, one can feel the energy, and that's really nice and very beautiful setup as well. Yeah, kudos to the organizer. It was a very well planned event, looking very beautiful. Yeah, thank you so much, Ali. All right, so
Thank you. Can I say something real quick?
please.
Two things. So, first of all, Ubio, please answer my DMs. I'm sorry to put you on the spotlight again, but you never answer my DMs, and I cannot talk to you. And I wanna do a testimonial video regarding Ubio and the projects that he submitted for Deep Funding. I know some people are laughing because he might never answer. No, it's so good. I'm just saying. So he answers. I always say it, but he never does. Anyways, I would love to work with him regarding the onboarding of these devs. I would love that. So talk to me, Obvio. Please answer. Second of all, I'm really looking forward to this fifth grant round because I have some friends that are really interested in submitting that are working with like really big companies here in Latin America and across the globe regarding AI, and they want to like just do new things, experiment new things, create new things, but maybe don't have the funds to do so right now. And it's really interesting that I told them about it and they loved it. So you will be seeing some proposals from them. Also at NerdConf, we are trying to develop this idea regarding games, trivia, crypto bingo, and some networking games we do in the in-person events. And we might be submitting this startup idea if we, of course, if we end up the whole product for when the next round is. So expect to see something from us maybe also. And yeah, really looking forward to see who ends up submitting and what type of idea they have, which I think is going to be really cool. Also, I've been working in this lead that has an AI academy, which is really big here in Latin America, called Humai, which is like a mix between humans and AI. And he's looking forward to tell his students about deep funding also. So let's just hope and pray that he submits because it will be a game changer. He's super talented. But yeah, that's it from my part.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Rafael, I see your hands this time around.
Yeah. so many topics that I already forgot about something. But yeah, perhaps if Ubio is not managing to answer because Ubio is also has a lot of things. I'm not sure, but perhaps Riyadh, could you support here as well and give the kickoff on this? I don't see Ubio here, but Riyadh is here. Perhaps Ali, you can talk to Riyadh. I'm not sure if Ishan is in the team yet, but it's also someone to reach. Okay. Yeah, I forgot the other topic. It's fine.
Yeah, you will remember. I promise. All right. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Rafael. All right.
Thank you.
So you are welcome.
I'll just say goodbye now because I really gotta bounce to a in-person meeting, which is like half an hour away from here. It was super cool to show you what we have done. Hopefully, you loved it, and let's go with the funding.
Yeah, let's go to funding. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right. So, Eli Lilo, please, can I ask my question? All right. So, you mentioned about processes around the reviews, and Rafa also explained a couple of things about the reviews. And then after the reviews, then there will be the voting, right? And then I remember that typical rounds would have spotlight days where proposers can pitch their projects so that the voters not only read the reviewers' review, but also get to experience what the founders of the project team, what they have in mind. So I just wanted to ask if you are thinking anything along that line at all. I mean, no pressure, it's just a question. My second question is also that we discussed, I think, in one of the town halls about what the voting process might be. And at that time, it was still a rolling wave planning thingy because, I mean, more things were happening and we were fine tuning and stuff like that. I just wanted to ask as my second question, what is it likely going to be? And then I remember that there was a concern about how to make sure that the system is not gamed, and so that the votes count and then all of that. Yeah. So.
I got a DM. I think that question was for BGI Nexus. Is that correct, Aya? I apologize. I got pinged right in the middle of that. But yes, it's still in discussion, being finalized. One of our concerns is, of course, we want to have as wide a participation as possible. And so we want to make it Web 2 accessible as well, rather than voting with tokens necessarily, so that everybody who attended and was interested in BGI, our advisory board, everybody can vote. So we're still looking at how to finalize that, as well as how many proposals will make it eligibility wise to the final space. So both what the proposal week looks like and the voting are still to be determined, and we hope to have some great answers here as soon as as the review process ends and tapers out our oversight on that. We'll have some more news. We're looking at hopefully both using a platform that is robust, helps reduce gamification without the token crypto blockchain component that can help with that. And we're also looking at how can we just have massive voter turnout, by getting so many people in here that even if somebody creates extra email addresses or something, it's like there's so many people voting and looking that crowd intelligence emerges rather than gamified. So hard questions, and we're looking forward to how we can really creatively answer that with the whole community.
Okay. Thank you, Ellie. All right. So, do we have any question from? I'm checking to see that I don't miss any hands.
Perhaps not a question, but if I understood correctly, you had a first question on the Spotlight Day, right? And some
Yes,
sort
yes,
of
yes,
event.
yes.
Yeah, so this is also under discussion. We are going, as I mentioned, the next period or the next phase of this process after the review process, finishing the reviews and filtering those that are going to go to the next stage. Then we're going to have the awareness week, which is basically marketing to the proposals where they can push for their ideas to be voted, right? This is also under assessment because we don't know how many proposals are going to go through. So we have to have a better overview, or at least to know better or a ballpark where we are with the numbers in order to say, hey, we are going to have a spotlight day, we are going to have this another initiative, this another one, or just one, or none. Okay, that's possible as well, because it's mainly the team's responsibility to make awareness around their proposals, okay, and invite voters or whatever is the initiative. It's not on us, but yes, we want to provide some sort of support in some level, depending on the number of proposals that are going to need it.
All right. Thank you, Rafael. That sheds good light on those subjects. Thank you, Ellie. All right. So we can do just one thing before we go. So if this is your first time in the town hall today, would you like to say hello to us? I'd like to get to know you. One of the reasons why we have the town hall is to get to know one another, what you are doing, what you're about, why you're here. Of course, we know that you're here for us, but specifically, and in what capacity you are functioning. So, I mean, this would be a very good time for you to say hello. And if you are one of the reviewers that I promised a very hearty welcome, it is me saying, please identify yourself so that I can welcome you specially. Okay, so I think I do not have such people. Oh, okay. Oh, please. Abiodun Atama, please go ahead.
All right. Hello. So, Ayo, you've been doing so well. I was going to also ask a question. For our team, we've been able to actually submit a proposal, right? For the DID and the reputation-based proposal. But because we are a company, I think I'm the CMO, so we were discussing about 48 hours ago, and then our CEO was asking, is it possible that we are able to form a partnership with Deep Funding outside this proposal, wanting to submit proposal, because we are a company and we've actually been working on an enterprise solution. We've had about 5 firms wanting to use our solution, but we've not been able to build it because of the cost implication. We're actually using very large GPUs, and it's actually a bit costly to build. But we did not even send in that proposal because it's actually not what we are looking for. This is a custom enterprise solution, custom LLM, that's custom large language models. And our company, that's our expertise. I think we have about 3 experts in artificial intelligence and machine learning. So we are looking at, is it possible to actually have Deep Funding as an investor, maybe for partnership? We look into the books, we send in our investor pitch, and is that actually possible outside the ones we have actually applied for? Thank you, Ayo.
Maybe I should take this one.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Thank you, Abiodun, if I pronounce it correctly. So those 2 RFPs referring to a reputation platform and digital decentralized identity hub. They are both closed, so you wouldn't be able to submit anymore. We're working towards, well, everything comes
We did submit already. We did submit
you
already.
did submit. Well,
Yeah.
then, first of all, it's not a problem that you're a company. Anyone can submit for a proposal, whether you're a one person or a team or a company. For the RFPs, we are looking for open source software, so not sure if that would be a problem for you.
Yeah, that would not be a problem. But like I said, we have this product we've been building for about 3 months. It's called a custom LLM. The utility is quite in fact, it's a product that we've been able to survey the United Kingdom because we are based in the United Kingdom. And we feel that this product will actually do well. But the cost of building it is actually on the high side. Takes us almost 100,000, right? So we actually, yeah.
To be honest, I don't see the connection immediately between an LLM and either of these two RFPs. One is the reputation platform is really about engineering, and the other one is more about digital identities and zero knowledge.
Please, do you get my question, please? I said, that was what I stated. I said, I understand that what we have is outside what you guys are offering at
Okay,
the
so
moment.
this is a separate thing. Okay.
Yes, yeah, that's what I
Sorry
said.
for not understanding you right away. So what I would advise you is to keep track of our next round. We'll have a deep funding round 5. That was supposed already to be a thing, but now we had BGI coming in the middle. So that would be a proper moment for you to submit a proposal. And so RFP is already targeted, but in an open round, anything goes. So that would be a perfect platform for your proposal, I think. And if you have already started working on it and you have some proof, that will make it even more convincing to our expert review team, but also to the voters. So yeah, I would make that also very clear in your proposal. Having said that, it is possible that in the future, but then I'm talking about half a year or so, which is ages in AI world, we might also have more different ways of funding things in between rounds, which are more open, something in between an RFP and a round. But yeah, we still need to start working and thinking about that, so that won't help you today. So we're working on all those things, but I think for now, the deep funding round 5, which will start after we have fully concluded the BGI round, would be your best bet for now.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So Abiodun, to add to that, one of the main takeaways, stay close, attend town halls, be in the loop. You never can tell how these things could just happen. All right. So more information across board. So we'll look forward to seeing you more.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Aya. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so I did get one person to introduce and say stuff. So I'm very, very excited about that. Anybody else? Alfred, I'm seeing you for the first time. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but it's okay if you want to say a few words, but or not. That's fine. Okay, Clement, please. I see your hands.
Yeah, good.
Please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, please go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, this isn't my first time being here. I think I've attended 2 town halls.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clement. I said Alfred. I was not calling. I was not saying. Of course, Clement. Everybody should know you. So.
It's actually
yeah.
Alfred speaking. I'm the one speaking, Alfred.
Oh, okay. Alfred, please go ahead.
Yeah. Well, it's nice being here. And I've been in the deep funding ecosystem for some time now.
Oh, amazing. So nice to have you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. So Clement, please go for it.
Yeah, I was wondering if I should find Ayo for misplacing my
Yes.
voice, but
But you sound
it,
alike a little bit.
these things happen. So mine is just a little bit of a digress. Uh, Today at the governance call for the ambassador program, I made a presentation about an Ethereum event that I attended in Ethiopia a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, and at the event, I was able to advocate about SingularityNET and its objective to the Ethiopian community. It was the very first time they were hearing about SingularityNET, and yeah, I also spoke about the Deep Funding initiative and what's happening with the BGI Nexus. So I was wondering if maybe you could have a spot to talk more about that in the next town hall that we have. Yeah, because it was quite an interesting experience and it's something I would like to share in a more proper fashion. So it's
Yes.
nice to know. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a huge contributor to why we had a lot of proposals coming into the BGI initiative because we had people who never heard of of the funding, who've never heard about the BGI Nexus funding round available. And everyone was on their phones trying to get to the funding on AI, trying to set up a lot of profiles to apply for the opportunities. So I'm just thinking that probably next town hall, given the opportunity, I'll just share about my engagement and
Oh,
because I was able to interact with people from Ethereum, from Starknet, from Lix, from Mantle, from other ecosystems too. And I mean, it was nice to understand how their operational principles work, their funding models. I think personally, what I would say is that the fact that SingularityNet is one of the few ecosystems that are actually committed to funding actual life value projects, like I mean projects around health, projects around environment. We don't really have these opportunities in many ecosystems. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not here to talk about that here. Maybe next week, but we could go down deep dive in details. Yeah.
oh yes. Thank you, Clement. Definitely, definitely. I would reach out to you. You can always book a slot on the community website, and then I'll also reach out to you. Definitely love to hear about that, and then at some point you will probably understand why we're also excited that you are bringing some insights from live events. So yeah, thank you so much, Clement. Rafael, I think you want to say
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Perhaps a good thing to share with the marketing circle how we can make some awareness around this link to people to propose also topics here. Would be interesting to have the community more participative. And Clement, really nice. Thank you for supporting and pushing us also in your region and pitching around BGI or any round. It's very important for us to have the community outreach as well. So yeah, thank you.
All
Yeah.
right, thank you,
Thank you.
Rafael.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Clement. Yeah. Yan, do you have any closing remarks? Yan, do you have any closing remarks?
Not at all. Thank you.
All right. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. It's been an absolute pleasure being your host and facilitator today. I hope you had a nice time. I did. Thank you to Priscilla and Miriam for helping. Thank you, Lilo, for presenting. Ali, in absentia, Eli also dropped out. Juan, Pablo, thank you for recording. And thank you for all the good work putting this on YouTube. Always very prompt. Thank you so much, Marcelo. And to everybody that I cannot mention names, thank you so much. So all hands will be on Wednesday next week, 2 p.m. UTC. And then Town Hall will come again the same time, bi-weekly. So I'll see you guys at the all hands, and then I'll see you guys at the Town Hall. Have a wonderful evening or day or afternoon or morning, depending on where you're from. Bye.